gosh. Yes, it's the world of hurt. All right, so Colin, you're the main man right now. Okay, so you put the LLM in space on the International Space Station. Just tell us what's going on. How did it start? What's happening here?
Well, I mean, I definitely had a dream of just kind of putting something in space. All that said, my background is in AI. I've been doing building a lot of these large language models as well since the 2018 actually. So it's pretty popularity of like before natural language processing was overly popular in industry. At least it was popular in other places, but it's definitely you know, I thought it would be an interesting challenge to really go for it, right? Go for trying to put generative AI, especially generative AI, in space. Space has its own unique challenges, so that's really what I was hoping for.
Yeah, so I was thinking data transmission, processing delays, distance from here, like from Earth.
Yep.
Like, how did you
Yeah,
get
compute
across
power.
Yeah.
Well, it was to begin with. There was already limited compute power, right? During that time, we were given kind of the upper bound of what we were allowed to have in there. I'm not allowed to necessarily disclose what that upper bound was, but what we did was we really focused on trying to get it as small as possible. And
I think we can actually, like, we can give an estimate, right, of how big it was.
Yeah, I mean,
So, like,
yeah,
Axiom flew up an AWS snow cone in 2022. So that only has 4 gigabytes of memory, but you can put like 14, I think it was 14 gig or so of like actual data on board, but it's just like 2 virtual CPUs and 4 gigabytes of memory. So my desktop that I'm using right now has 32 gigabytes of memory. So it is massively underpowered.